Hey, welcome to Clean Beauty with Alli Marie. In today's video, I am going to be offering some warm weather makeup tips and tricks. I'm going to be sharing how to keep your skin protected from the sun, as well as how to keep your makeup and your mascara in place all day long. I hope you guys find this video helpful. For those of you who are new to my channel, I am Alli. I am a mom of 2 girls, and I am on a mission to help you find safer products for your home. If you could please just take a quick second and subscribe before you go, it would mean a lot. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. The first step that I have already done so far in preparation of this makeup tutorial is I have washed my hands. Just something that sometimes we might skip or forget to do. And anytime you are applying a product directly to your face using your hands, I would highly recommend giving them a good wash first. So I've washed my hands, and I've done my morning skincare routine so far, so my skin is hydrated and ready for makeup. And I can put that down in the description below so you know what that looks like. So, Dew Skin Tinted Moisturizer is how I like to start my warm weather makeup because it has the SPF protection in it. It goes on super easily, so it's a fast product to put on. And then it also has this really pretty dewy, glowy look. So it kind of gives me that pretty no makeup look, so I can wear this all by itself, or as I'm going to show you today, it works as a really nice primer underneath the Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation. So I am the number 3, and I am just going to apply it directly to my skin using my fingers. Freshly washed fingers. It looks like I'm using about, maybe not even a dime's worth, maybe about a dime worth of product. And again, I just put it directly on my face. So it does look a little orangey as it first goes on my skin, but as I apply it and it absorbs and spreads out, it just leaves this really pretty kind of dewy glow, and the orangey tint goes away. So I go right up to underneath my eyes here, and I go down through my chin here. And then on my forehead, I make sure to get it all the way in through my hairline, and then also on my eyelids. I don't want my eyelids to be burning. And I like that really nice kind of dewy glow that it gives my skin. Now I still have some redness coming through. I still have my little spots that are healing, popping through, so this is not going to give me a whole bunch of coverage, but it did even out my skin tone. It kind of gave me this really pretty dewy glow, and it did give me a little bit of color and a little bit of coverage. So this is kind of that like no makeup look, perfect for just throwing on real quick and heading to the pool, so you don't have kind of like that white cast of a typical kind of just regular sunscreen, kind of that nice tinted look. So that is why it is called a tinted moisturizer versus a foundation. It does also contain some skin loving ingredients in it, so it's a great little product. So easy as that. My skin is protected from the sun for, if I'm outside, for up to 2 hours before I will need to reapply a sun product. So okay, next we are going to apply the Skin Twin Featherweight Foundation, and then I'm going to show you how I like to set that foundation so it stays put even if it's hot outside. So I'm just going to apply it like I always do. So what I like to do is put a little bit, I think I'm almost out on this bottle, hopefully I'll have enough to apply it to my skin. This is the color Light 230, and I like to apply it directly to my skin. And this is just gonna give me a little bit of that extra coverage that I'm looking for. So the redness is gonna kind of go away. Most of my freckles will still shine through because they are a part of me, but some of my blemishes and spots will be a little bit less noticeable. Okay, and then once I have the product mostly on, I like to go in with this Better Blender sponge and press it into my skin. So I did just recently wash my Better Blender sponge. I do like to wash it about once a week. If I'm wearing makeup, maybe a little bit more often than that. And if I'm just throwing on my dew skin, then obviously I don't need to wash it that often. But what I like to do is I like to break up my charcoal bar. I like to cut it into some little chunks, and then I use the bar to help me scrub and get the Better Blender sponge super clean. So my sponge has been recently washed, so it is moist, and then what I did was I squeezed out all of the excess, and that's how I like to apply this product the best. I feel like if my sponge is just a little bit damp, the product stays mostly on my face instead of being absorbed into the sponge. Okay, so it's just as easy as that, just tapping it into my skin, and now I have more of that coverage that I'm looking for. Especially my nose. I don't know why my nose is always red, but now my nose is about the same shade as the rest of my face. And I have the SPF protection below from the Dew Skin, a little bit of extra coverage from the Skin Twin, and now I am going to set it in place so that if I do get hot and sweaty, it will stay put. So this is kind of my most recent unsung hero product. I have been using this and absolutely loving it, and I really don't feel like I've done a very good job of sharing it as much as I really need to, because it's so awesome. So it is the Mattifying Powder. This is the newer packaging here. It's got this white lid, and it's this translucent powder. Well, it's white here, but it goes on your skin in a translucent shade. You don't even know it's there, and then you can kind of open and close it so it doesn't end up spilling everywhere. But what I like to do is I like to take just a big chunky brush, and I like to tap this powder. See how it's kind of white? You can tap off a little bit of the excess on your fingers so you don't have too much on your skin, but I like to apply it directly to my skin where I am most likely to sweat. So for me, forehead and upper lip. I don't know about you, but that's where I tend to sweat the most. So I like to get a pretty good coating of this powder, because it really does help to keep it in place for me. I kind of like to avoid my cheek area with the powder just because I really like the dewy glow of the Dew Skin, so I just kind of apply the powder pretty much everywhere other than where I want that really pretty glow still. So the powder helps to set my makeup. It's also going to help keep my mascara from smudging. So I'm gonna come back to this product in just a minute. I'm gonna show you how to set your eyeshadow and your mascara in just a second. So mattifying powder through here and through here, definitely on my upper lip. I don't know why, but that is kind of where I end up sweating the most. I got a pretty good coating there. And now I am ready to add a little bit of color to this makeup look. And I have just been absolutely loving the Cheeky Clean Cream Blush. It's so easy to use. The colors are beautiful. It gives that really pretty dewy look. And it has skin loving ingredients in it. And I love it. You can use it on your lips as well. So I am still loving Lychee. I actually do have all of the shades now, and I've been able to give them all a try, and I do love them. I feel like Rosebud is my second favorite, but Lychee is still just my go-to. Now I really like just putting it kind of on this upper part of my cheekbone here. It just kind of gives me more of like a lifted look. And I kind of tap where I want it first with my fingers. I like a pretty big pink punch, so I kind of go back in and add a little bit to it. And then I like to use this angled blush brush and help to blend it. And you can see how gorgeous this shade ends up being. It blends super well with the Dew Skin and the Skin Twin. And I just love, love, love the Cheeky Clean Cream Blush. I do have a recent video where I showed you all 8 of the shades and I swatched them on my arm. So if you're interested in that video, you can check that out to see which shade you might end up enjoying the best. Okay, that's that. I got my color and I got my glow. And next, I am going to apply a little bit of eyeshadow. So if I'm planning on being outside, I'm not gonna want something super crazy and extravagant and heavy, but I am gonna want something that's gonna catch the light and just look super sparkly and pretty. So I'm going to be applying the Lid Glow Cream Shadow in the shade Luster. This is, again, one of the products that is just like super easy to use. It's really hard to mess up. It's pretty much what I need. And I just like to give this portion of my eye a little bit of a glow and a little bit of a shine. So these Lid Glow shadows are buildable. So if you get a layer on and you would prefer a little bit more of a bolder look, you can add some layers to it. And you can also blend it just using your fingers. So you don't even need any tools or eyeshadow brushes or anything. You could just use the applicator to apply it where you want it, and then just use your finger to blend. What I do like about it is that it is, you know, once it dries, it's there. It's gonna set in place. So you don't really have to worry about sweating or heat with this shadow. It just really does stay in place very well once it's dry. And with the cucumber contained in this product, it's like a little treat for your eye. It goes on kind of cool to the touch as you're applying it, and it just kind of wakes you up and feels great. I do have a video where I show all 10, I believe, shades, yes, 10 shades in the Lid Glow shadows too, if you are interested to see what other shades are available. But again, this one is Luster, and it's just this really pretty kind of, and I even put it through here in my tear duct area just so you can kind of see that just kind of pop and sparkle, and it'll look really pretty when I'm out in the sun. It just hits the light and catches the light really well. So okay, so that is eyeshadow, and that's all I'm going to do for my eyeshadow today. But now, here is the tip or trick that I'd like to share to keep your mascara from staying in place and not running down your face whenever you are outside. So, back to this mattifying powder, and then this time, instead of using a big chunky brush, what I'm gonna use is a smaller brush, and I'm just going to tap in and get some powder on my brush, and I'm going to tap this portion of my skin. This is typically where my mascara would end up smudging, because whenever my lashes tap down right here, I do have some nice moisturized skin from my skincare products, so it kind of acts like a makeup remover almost. So whenever I use this mattifying powder, it helps to suck up all of those oils, so that whenever my super long lashes from my Think Big mascara tap down on my skin, they don't rub off. So, and I do also put some of this powder on my eyeshadow. It'll help set that in place all day. And then I also I'm bringing it all the way up through here, because sometimes my top lashes actually end up touching all the way up here. So I do like to get a little bit of powder up here as well. And this is just kind of one of those steps. It just takes a few seconds, and it really does make a big difference on the wearability of your mascara. And then one more tip for you, I actually like to put a little bit of this powder on my actual lashes. another tip to kind of help soak up any oils that might be lingering in this area, and it will help to keep my mascara in place all day long. So one last little tip for you. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing on this side real quick. Okay, my eye area is prepped for mascara. Before I do that, I am going to go ahead and take care of my brows. Luckily, the two Beautycounter products that are available for brows stay in place all day without any sort of special technique needed. They're very waxy and they stay put. So I'm just gonna apply my pencil and my brow gel just like normal, just so I can have a completed makeup look for you. So I start with the spoolie side of the pencil, and I just kind of get my brows a little bit under control. And then I go back in with my gel. And the gel is, I'm using the shade Dark, and this kind of helps tame my brows, just kind of keeps them in the right place, but it does add just a little bit of color as well. And then whenever I get finished, if there are any kind of spots left that need a little bit of attention, I can just use the brow pencil and fill those in. Now I did just see a little hack. I haven't tried it yet. I'm not quite to the end of my container yet, but I did see a little hack that if you are getting low on your brow gel, if you take some tweezers and you turn the edge of your spoolie at an angle, about a 45-degree angle, you'll be able to get in and get some more of this product out, and you won't have to replace it as soon. So whenever I get close to the end of this bottle, I'm gonna give that a shot and see how that works. I thought that was a pretty cool little tip. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these brows as symmetrical as possible, and I will be right back with you. Okay, close enough. I feel like my brows are always kind of like distant cousins versus twin siblings, but that's okay. I just don't know why they never seem to cooperate perfectly, and that's okay. I got them close enough. Okay, so it is time for mascara. Now the tip that I've already given about the mattifying powder is great, and then I also do like to curl. Just a quick curl. This kind of helps to keep my lashes kind of up instead of down for tapping on my skin and smudging. So I just give them a quick little curl. This is just a inexpensive little eyelash curler. I can put the name of this one down in the description just in case you just really love it, but it's nothing fancy. And then my favorite Think Big mascara. I'm just such a huge fan of this mascara, and this is a brand new tube. I just opened it. I do like to try to replace this every 3 to 4 months, just because it does build up with bacteria, and I do not want to be putting any of that around my eyes. So 3 to 4 months, if I'm not wearing it very often, I can maybe sometimes, make it go a little bit longer than that, but definitely no longer than 6 months if you can avoid it. And then with I already have the mattifying powder on my actual lashes. And what I like to do is I like to just apply this mascara to my top lashes. If I know I'm gonna be outside, if I'm going to a birthday party or the pool or something like that, where there is the potential for some sweating or some moisture, I like to just put it on my top lashes. My bottom lashes are super long, and so if I do start putting mascara on them, it can sometimes smudge, sometimes not. I think it just kind of depends. But also applying it to just my top lashes also gives me that kind of lifted look that I really like. That's kind of why I've been applying my blush to this cheekbone up here, just to kind of give my face more of a lifted look. So it's kind of a two reasons why I just apply it to my top lashes. But I just love this mascara. It makes my lashes look so long and full, and it's super easy to apply. And it does have the lash loving ingredients in it, so it's loving on my lashes while I'm wearing it. And my lashes almost look like falsies, but they're not. I think it just kind of opens up my eye. All right, I'm gonna do the same thing on my other eye. There is just something about a new tube of mascara. Okay, I have almost all of my face ready. I do have another tip. There is an area that sometimes I forget about protecting from the sun, and that's my lips. So I like to use the Countersun Mineral Sunscreen Stick. This stick is a super handy little size. It fits perfectly into pool bags, beach bags, golf bags, wherever you might be going outside, purses. And then it's just like this balm texture, like a chapstick almost. And you can put it, on the tops of your ears. You can use it as a balm on your face. This is perfect for kids, but what I like to use it for is I like to put it on my lips, because our lips need to be protected from the sun as well. And if I put the dew skin on my lips, then it kind of covers up my pigment and makes it look a little bit less pink. So I just take the balm and I apply it straight to my lips like a chapstick. And then I can go back in with whatever lip product I might like to finish my makeup look. So, what should we do today? I think I'm gonna have to go with my go-to. This is the Beyond Gloss in Magnolia Shimmer. It is my favorite lip product. I love the color, I love the feel of it, I love the smell of it. And it's just so pretty. I love this color. So it has this doe foot applicator. It goes on super smoothly. Okay. And there we have it. We have a makeup look that is, our skin is protected from the sun. Our makeup is set with that mattifying powder, and my mascara is set and it will be smudge free while I spend time outside. Now, as I mentioned before, it is important to be reapplying your SPF product, especially if you're in direct sunlight. The recommendation is every 2 hours. So what I like to use for that, for reapplication, is the Countersun Daily Sheer Defense for the Face, because this is super lightweight, and I like to bring my Better Blender sponge with me, and I put a little bit of this directly on my face, and then I just use my Better Blender sponge and press it into my skin, and it helps to keep my makeup in place, but it gives me that extra protection. I also do like to wear a wide brimmed hat and kind of, stay under the umbrellas and things as much as I can, because as you know, sun damage can cause dark spots, sunspots, fine lines and wrinkles, and all of that. Bleh. So we do want to keep our faces out of the sun if at all possible, and then be sure to reapply throughout the day if needed. So I hope that you enjoyed today's video and that it was helpful for you. If you've got any questions about any of this, or you would like some help choosing some shades for you, I would be so happy to help. Yeah, I hope you guys have a really great day. Thanks for watching.